here we are, another video today from the shed today. Mainly what we're talking about here, a 55 sock street lamp, lamp light, whatever you might call it. This is what we're looking at here, EMI Beta 2, and the EMI, the Beta 2 is the old canopy on it. And it's actually, with the grey is actually weird enough, you can see the silver there. But the new Beta 2 is actually kind of tin silver. Tin silver on this canopy, thinner than that. That's the old type of canopy EMI Beta 2s. And the smaller version you get on this Beta 5s, 35 socks. Now I have a plug on it. See what we're trying to do. We can try fire this up, see if it might work or not. But when this, before we fire up, and before this lamp there, this actually was a local lantern. So another thing that came with it, a basket cage that was put on. So with the hook on the basket cage, and the clip part, the clip part goes under this here, the top of it, and down the bottom of it. So when you put basket cages on and stopping people lobbing rocks up onto it, kicking football onto it, kicking rugby ball up onto it, and trying to break the lamp. So we'll give this a shot. It actually came from a park. They took down the old street lights and do up the park, and took these old street lamps down, and the 55 socks fixtures. And I don't know, as far as I know, I don't know if this is working or not. We're going to give it a try on this video, and we'll give this a try anyway. So with the Beta 2, EMI Beta 2, so we open her up. So that was all like thrown into a skip or into a scrap. So they were all scrapping. So I had this about a good few years. So it was thrown into a scrap. It was all going to a scrapping anyway. So when I got this from it, and with the basket cage on this, so let's take this out, open up this, as we have a look inside this with the lamp fixture. Put this bowl down here with the basket cage. And now this, what we're mainly here, what we're looking at here, what we're exploring here with this lamp, and this you know, the usual way, the 55 socks. Take the tube out, and this an old 55 socks tube made by GE, manufactured probably around 1995. So this could have been about, this old socks tube could be about, this would be about almost 30 years old. I don't know where this might work or not. So we will put this in safely, because we don't want this fall over and fall explosions. We don't want any explosions. So we put this down, and as you see there, it's a THORN EMI Beta 2, says on the top there, and lamp 55 socks IP54. Let's open her up and see can I get this working. Can we get this working? I don't know whether this is working or not. So when I open this up, I don't want to lose the screw. I put the screw there and open this out. So the only thing is, I'm going to have to take this off the canopy, and all these 3 wires, there's 3 wires going onto from the earth, live and neutral, going into this and the gear tray. So we get this take the gear tray off and get this sprayed painted white. So we cover this label, so because I don't want to peel the label off and peel the paint job, and so we'll get the spray paint white. So this is actually another second EMI Beta 2. I actually have 2 of them now. There's 2 of them I have EMI Beta 2s, because they're because these EMI Beta 2s are so old. So they were manufactured in 1983 and came out up on the poles, came up on in the anywhere in the public void, like Dublin. They came up onto the poles, 1987, 1988, 1990, 1991. But these were the first EMI, they were the Beta 2s, before the EMI Beta 2s, then the second Beta 2s, just Beta 2s, the newer type. The canopy is kind of, you know, on the back of it's kind of, it's all silver. It's a tin canopy, and thinner than that, the new type of Beta 2, but this, except this EMI Beta 2. Right, now, let's say I'm bypassing the forward cell, and I'm actually bypassing the forward cell. So let's pin this down, and so this, I have to extend, I have the lid going into it, the plug going into it. So I actually put a connector block, terminal block into a live neutral the usual way. So the other one I took out was kind of all old and crispy, and screws are kind of rusty and all. And I took it out, and then I put the new and replaced the new one in myself. And when if you get lamps like this, best not to plug them in without doing a visual check on it first, and check all on the stuff here, because if you would, you would get a massive blow if you plug it in, or you could get a massive blow to plug in. Right, so I have this little connection here, this terminal thing there, the orange thing. So I'm bypassing the forward cell, so I'll stick the cable into this and the output, and then from the input, and the second wire is the input. I'm not using the forward cell socket, so I'm using the output and the input. So I'm actually bypassing the forward cell with this. Now we're going to give it a fire up, see what this mainly with this was still working. Before that this was working beforehand, and this was working beforehand. So we give this a fire up. So I have a brand new fresh 55 or SOX tube. So let's put a brand new SOX tube into this. So any the thing is, and it's very hard to come by to get one of these online. I like say anylamp.ie, 66 watt SOX, 55 watt SOX. It's very hard to get these because the prices are gone high with this, to get one of these online. I like say eBay and that, and sometimes you get them on eBay and delivered to your doorstep, and sometimes they shatter and they smash inside this box. So this is the new 55 watt SOX. So we'll put it into this, see will it come on, see will it work. So the plug, let's actually get the plug there and plug it in here. Plug it in from 220 volts, and this usually takes about 240 volts maximum from the column pole, from under the ground, on the roads, on the side of the road. So the power cable running up through the column pole, through the pole bracket into the lamp fixture. 240 volts maximum AC is, so that the higher volts that goes into them. So I have a plug there from 220 volts. So it works the same way with the 240 volts maximum out there on the roads. But these ones are usually made for residence area and housing estate and old folks area, complex area. They use these street lamps for. Now we're going to turn around there, and nothing's happening. So I switched around there with the switch socket on the wall. So nothing's happening. So I put a new fresh lamp in it. So let's open this up, and I'm going to give it a test here with this electrical part here. So we'll just open this, and we're going to give it an electric test here, and maybe we test it with this here. So into the terminal block, neutral, and that you can see that you can see the red lights popping on there, reach up to 230 volts, because I know this is actually upside down. 230 volts, so it's on the coming from 220 volts, And out on the public roads, they do running them from 240 volts maximum. And you can see that the red light's coming up. Now we're going up here, and up here was less power going in, capacitor, and less power going in. Yeah, power's in. Yeah, the power's in. And check the power's in. That's on the neutral and neutral. So and neutral, give it a test. So there's power, less power in. So and this powered in and powered in. So when you see the red lights coming on, that means it's power. I have power going into this. So I reckon, I'd say it's the capacitor failed, and not the capacitor, the igniter. So this power going in and all right. So they show you the back things in it. This electronical here, so just let's turn it off there for a minute. And this, the original ballast EMI, THORN EMI Beta 2 ballast. It's 55 SOX ballast, and this thing here in the middle, it's from 220 volts up to 240 volts. The labels on that, all that's kind of weird now because this is old. This is really old. And capacitor, and you have two neutral wires going to the capacitor, and sometimes supposed to be this two neutral wires. There's a one wire and that's, but you know, they have to be checked out. The pink wire and orange wire, live wire from output from that up to 240 volts into the ballast, and the feeds from the ballast into the lamp holder. The lamp holder comes from the ballast, and the power comes from the capacitor. This here, the capacitor, and then this igniter. I think the igniter has failed as far as I know. So I have to root in through my presses and my drawers in here. See if I look up, see have I got a spare igniter to get this lamp going. I might have electrical 55 watt SOX ballast, electrical 55 watt SOX ballast. I might have it for this, and I remove all this, take all this out, and put electronical ballast on this 55 watt SOX electronical ballast. I see what I have in my presses in here. So far as I know, concerned, and with this lamp, and it does not work, and I have tested it already. So I'll put the screws back into it, and put the screw back into it, because we don't want to lose the screw off this. Put the screw onto this fixture, and put the lamp back in. Put the new lamp back in. So now actually anyway, I think I think this is the original lamp that was in it. I think this is actually don't know where this is working. I know, hard to say. So I will be, I don't know where this is, because it's an old SOX tube, GE company, made by GE. They don't make these ones anymore, so it's very hard to come by one of these ones, one of these manufacturer ones, the update ones. So they could be nearly a few years old. So they just stopped. I think they stopped making them up because since the LED street lamps came out. So let's put the bulb back on it, and let's put the bulb back onto it. So, and lock it into the clip, the plastic clip part, and locks into place. And so, and here we go in there. So it didn't work anyway. I tried on this video, so it didn't work. So I thought we see would it get it working or going. But this is the second EMI Beta 2, and I had another EMI Beta 2 before I showed it in the last video. Came from eBay. So actually I tried it and worked perfectly. So doesn't seem to be working perfectly at all. So, and then with the old socks tube, the GE, and the newer socks tube, the new socks tube I put into it. So it means the igniters failed. So I think I have an electric ballast somewhere in here. So if I find electric experimenter or electronical ballast 55 socks ballast, I can put into that, take all that out, and give this thing a spray paint. The canopy, the gear tray, the gear tray holder. Spray paint it white, freshen this all up inside, because actually this is actually because we tried the lamps anyway. I don't know where this lamp, the old socks tube, still works or not. So anyway, and hopefully I will be getting this going in the next video. So I would, and I'll be getting I'd be getting it going in the next video. Get this lamp going. The second EMI Beta 2, the first EMI Beta 2 I showed, nearly like exact same like this last year, and then the other ones, the Philips MI36 I showed last year, the 55 they were all work completely perfect, but except this one's not. So I get this going, see if I get this going in the next videos. So I hope you like the videos, and thanks for watching and thanks for listening. I'll see you up on the next videos, and bye bye.